Good morning, grade 5th. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good at your home. Class, we will continue our block 25th, that is dealing with waste. Okay? And our last topic of this block is vermicomposting. Class, from today we are completing our science course. Okay? And as you all know that tomorrow is your live class, right? Tomorrow we will discuss our two blocks, that is block 24th and block 25th. Okay? Before your class you have to complete all your work. Getting my point? And from Friday we will start our revision. Okay? And if you have any doubt regarding all the blocks that we have completed, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay? Now, coming towards our recap question. Your question is, what do you mean by terms reduce, reuse and recycling? Tell me firstly what is reduce? Your answer will be, reducing means decreasing your consumption or buying less. Okay? And tell me what is reusing? Reusing means to put them back, to put the object back to work, or to use them more than once. Okay? Or to use them again and again. That is what? That is reusing. Okay? And our next term is recycling. What do you mean by recycling? Recycling is the process of converting used or waste materials into new and useful things. Okay? We will melt them, we will melt the waste materials and give them new shapes. Okay? So these three terms are clear: reducing, reusing and recycling. Clear everybody? Okay. Now moving towards our today's aim. Our aim is to explain how composting helps in reducing biodegradable waste. Okay? And our keywords are vermicomposting and biodegradable. Clear? Now moving towards activity part. In this picture you can see that there are different types of waste materials, right? Like fruit peels, like peels of different types of vegetables, like shells of peas, like pieces of different fruits and vegetables. These are what type of waste? These are biodegradable waste. Okay? Firstly tell me, what do you mean by biodegradable waste? Biodegradable waste are those waste that can break down into simpler substances within few days. Okay? Clear? So, when these types of waste are excreted from our homes, they are transported to a large dumping grounds. Okay? And these dumping grounds are far away from our houses, from our cities. Okay? And there what happens? There these waste items rot and emit a very bad smell. Okay? But we can use these waste items, right? We can make compost from these rotten items. Okay? Firstly, we will put earthworms in these rotten items, in these rotten vegetables and fruits. Okay? As you can see in the hand of a person, there is earthworm. Okay? So for making compost, we need some raw materials. Raw materials like waste items. What type of waste items they can be? They can be waste like food waste, like animal waste. Okay, animal excretions, like agro waste, like plant waste. These all are raw materials for making compost. Okay, and the second thing that is needed, it is earthworm. Okay. Okay, now tell me, what is a compost? As you are making compost from the waste material, right? Do you know what is a compost? A compost is a decomposed organic matter. Okay. And what type of organic matter? Biodegradable organic matter can be decomposed and they will become compost. Getting my point? And the process of making compost with the help of earthworms is known as vermicomposting. Okay? I'm repeating. Listen to me carefully. Compost is decomposed organic matter. Okay? And the process of making compost by the help of earthworms is known as vermicomposting. Okay? In this picture also you can see that for vermicomposting we need two things. First one is raw materials and second one is earthworms. Okay. This picture also shows earthworms. Earthworms are important or the main thing in the vermicomposting. Okay. Now you can see a vermicomposter here. Okay. In the first level, what will we put? In the upper level, there will be food bin. Clear? And in the second layer, there is casting production bin. And in the last layer, finished casting bin. And in the bottom layer, what will be there? Leachate collection bin. Clear? Firstly, what will we do in the vermicomposting? In vermicomposting, firstly the garbage is transported from our surrounding to the outside of our cities, right? And there soil and waste items are put in a wooden basket. Clear? A wooden basket, or what type of vermicompost they are likely to make. Okay. And then what happens? Earthworms are added. Okay. And then this is covered with a layer of soil and water is sprinkled on it. And after some time, what will happen? Compost is formed. As you can see in this picture, at the last we will get compost. Okay. But in making vermicomposting, we must have to add earthworms with our waste materials, biodegradable waste materials. Okay. Activity part clear? Have you understood how we do vermicomposting? Clear, everybody? Okay. Now moving towards activity discussion questions. Your question is, how is composting done? I had explained earlier also that how is composting done? Your answer will be, in cities, garbage of each colony is firstly collected in a nearby space. Okay? And after that, it is transported to dumping ground. Clear? And there what will happen? Soil and waste items are put in a wooden basket and earthworms are added on it. Okay. In that garbage, we add earthworms. Then what will happen? These waste materials or garbage is covered with a layer of soil and water is sprinkled on it. Okay. Clear? And by this what will happen? After some time, compost is formed. Getting my point? Now, this is your question of the day. Your question of the day is, you have to choose the waste that is biodegradable. Okay? Now, moving towards generalized discussion. Your question is, how does composting help? I'm asking that what are the uses or by how composting helps to us. Okay? So what will be your answer? Your answer will be composting helps to convert waste to fertilizer. Okay? By the composting, the waste material is converted into fertilizers. Okay? And next, these waste items would have otherwise rotten in the open and attracted harmful animals like flies, like rats. Okay? If these waste items are not composed, then what will happen? They will rotten at the outside. Okay? And they will give foul smell. So it is better to change these waste items or garbage into a compost. Clear? Now, our next question is, why do we not put metal and glass into a composting pit? And as I had explained earlier, that only the biodegradable waste is compost, right? So I'm asking, why we not put metals and glasses into a composting pit? Do you know the reason behind this? In this picture you can see there are two columns. In the first column you can see a biodegradable waste, and in the second column you can see a non-biodegradable waste. Okay? I had explained earlier what is biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste are those that can break down into simpler substances. Okay? And on the other hand, what is non-biodegradable waste? Non-biodegradable waste are those wastes that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Okay? They can only be recycled, or sometimes cannot be recycled also, right? But these non-biodegradable waste cannot change into simpler substances by natural organisms, as we are using earthworms in vermicomposting, right? So earthworm are what? These are natural organisms. Okay? And they are capable of decomposing only biodegradable waste. Okay? But they can't compost, or they can't break down non-biodegradable waste into simpler substances. Clear? So what are the examples of biodegradable waste? Peels of fruits and vegetables, or the pieces of fruits and vegetables, paper, wood. These all are the examples of biodegradable waste. But what are the non-biodegradable waste? They can be metal pipes, plastic bags, plastic bottles, metal cans. These all are the non-biodegradable waste. Okay? And these waste cannot be decomposed by natural organisms. Clear? Okay. So what will be your answer? I had asked that why do we not put metal and glass into a composting pit? What is the reason behind this? Because metal and glass are not biodegradable waste. These are non-biodegradable waste. And what will be the reason behind this? We will say that non-biodegradable waste cannot be broken down into simpler substances by natural organisms. Okay? Clear, everybody? Now moving towards high order thinking questions. Your question is, why is the earthworm called a farmer's friend? As you know that earthworms are known as farmer's friend, right? What is the reason behind this? Your answer will be, earthworms are called farmer's friend because they produce valuable fertilizers. When these earthworms are mixed with garbage, then they will convert that garbage into a compost, which results in fertilizer. Clear? So these earthworms also helps us in dealing with waste. Okay? And these earthworms are known as farmers' friend because when these earthworms are present in the soil, they give them space. These earthworms gives space to the soil so that the soil can breathe and become a fertile land also. Okay? And these earthworms are also useful for producing valuable fertilizers. Clear? Getting my point? Any confusion to anybody? Okay. Now moving towards our homework part. You have to complete S4 in your workbook. Okay? And you have to complete your question number 7th and 8th in your notebook. Clear? Our block 25th is completed from today. Okay? We had learned in this block recycling, reusing, reducing and vermicomposting. Okay? And also we have learned about biodegradable waste, about non-biodegradable waste, about compost, right? So if you have any doubt regarding any point, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, class? Bye bye, class. Take care. Thank you. Have a nice day.